a lot of these guys have said, that safety, first points of Jonathan Smith there. I mean, for you, the guy that came in the off season, what does that mean to you guys?
I mean, it's exciting. I guess it's just a testament to hard work. I mean, a lot of guys put in the work, and not just the safety, but for me to speak on the D line, we had 7 sacks. I feel like that's pretty big. Like, I think that's just a testament. We've been working hard since January when I got here, and it's just all coming to fruition.
Those are the first points of your college career? I haven't.
Yeah, a couple blocked field goals, but I never scored though. Yeah.
So you know, obviously you come free up the middle and you got them. What's going through your mind when you're in the end zone and obviously the crowd?
Yeah, no, it was exciting to say the least. To go through a play a little bit, I had a cut step, and I knew if the line came to me lighter than the last play, which was a run, that it would be a pass. So in my mind, I just flipped the switches, knew I had to get vertical, get through the gap. And then once I stepped foot in the end zone and I saw the quarterback was almost still turned around, my heart started racing. I ran as fast as I could, try to get him down, maybe get the ball out, but, you know, it is what it is.
One of the most impressive things about this defense is how quickly you guys have come together in just such a short amount of time. How's that happened?
Yeah, no, I think that speaks to the coaching staff a little bit. I mean, they harp on us being a player-led team, but that all started with the coaching staff. I mean, they're new too, so we got 60 plus new guys. It was a big focus for them to make sure that we were. It was a big focus for them to make sure that we were all coming together. So I think since January, since I've gotten here, it's always been a message to have unity, have a bond within the team. So I mean, guys spend time together outside of the facility, outside of football in general. So I think that plays a big part.
What was it that made you want to come here to begin with? Because, like you said, new staff, there's not a lot to go on. It's kind of a leap of faith in some ways because you don't really know what they're going to do. You know, there's plans, but So what made you want to come here?
Right. The biggest thing coming out the portal for me was talking to Coach Leahy, which is my D-line coach. He really had a selling point with how we're going to play as a defensive line here. It really resonated with me, so I thought I'd be a great fit, and I think that's working out pretty well for me.
What exactly was that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, which parts of that? What's that?
So the theory that we're an attacking style defense, so the D-line is going to get off the ball, get vertical, not so much playing off the guards and playing off the blockers, but we're dictating what we want to see from the offense. So I think that's a big thing in my recruiting process, and I'm glad it's working out for me.
You played for Marco?
I did.
So there were some guys here that obviously had him. Was that any sort of conversation on what you guys both learned from him, and then obviously everybody on this team playing on their new D coordinator?
Yeah, no, it's definitely conversation. Well, I had Coach Coleman. He recruited me out of high school, so I've had him for a while. So it's a lot of stories we throw off each other back and forth, just really banter. We're always chopping it up, talking. Some of the guys, well, that's pretty much it, yeah.
To face some of that like adversity you guys had, especially late in the fourth when it was 10-16 and they're coming down the field and looked like it could swing it the other way, right? What does that just do for the defense, and what specifically, like, how did you guys rally in that moment just to get the stop?
Yeah, well, as a defense, we know that whatever is going on with the offense, whether they're scoring a lot of points or not, we have to respond. So if the other team can't score, then they can't win. So we've always preached just respond. Like, whatever happens, good or bad, next play. And I feel like that showed out for us because we kept getting stops, kept being able to come back on the field and stop FH's offense.
As a veteran guy, when you guys were able to rotate as much D linemen in there as you were, I wondered if you noticed a difference Friday night, like late in the game, how you guys felt, how fresh you guys were able to be when you were able to go.
No.
7, 8, 9, at different spots. Did you notice a difference out there?
Yeah, no, definitely. We have some pretty good depth on the inside, so I feel like my legs weren't as tired as I would usually have been coming around that fourth quarter. So I think it is a big difference for sure, being able to have guys come in and out with no drop off really.
You guys talked about the first game kind of establishing the bar for what the defense can do. 7 sacks. I mean, that's, that's probably not necessarily an attainable thing, but how do you kind of sustain the pressure throughout the season that you were able to show?
The pressure of.
Yeah, just the consistent pressure and getting back there.
Yeah, no, well, we just have our principles. Like I said, we stand on a few things. Being able to respond is one, showing toughness is one, and then we call it how, but it's the effort you give on every play. So I think if you put all 3 of those together, then we'll be able to repeat what was going on last Friday.
What do you think about Alex Van Sumeren, as you've gotten to know him and as a player? He's a guy that, I don't know how much you probably know the backstory, he's a very big recruit, he just hasn't played a lot since he's been here.
Right.
You see him Friday night starting, just D-lineman, what do you notice about him, what do you like about his game?
Yeah, no, Al was a dog, so I got here in January, he was still hurt, and we were just getting to know each other, but, since I've gotten to see him on the field and we're lined up next to each other, we're talking and all that, I think he's gonna be a good player this year. I'm excited to be lined up next to him.
Is there any surprise from Friday for you guys? Like, was there anything where that maybe during the camp, you either weren't sure of that you thought would be better, or anything that you were kind of like, okay, we need to improve this?
Not necessarily. Yeah, not that I can think of. We had some breakdowns here and there throughout the game, so there's always improvement. But that's pretty much it.
You added some mass since the spring, right, during the offseason?
Yeah.
Is that right? That's what the roster kind of indicated.
I'm probably closer to like 295 now, so maybe 5, 6, 7 pounds since the spring.
Any reason why?
Nothing particular. Well, actually, it is. I kind of just want to feel more stout, being able to handle combo blocks as we get into the season, get into some conference play and all that.
Heading into Saturday, going to Maryland for its Big Ten game, and it's on the road. Obviously, they're a very different offense than the one that you guys faced last week. Just what are you most looking forward to for that game, and what are you expecting going into it?
I really think that our D-line can get after him, get after the quarterback again. So I'm excited to see how we construct the game plan to be able to keep our pressure on quarterbacks, which is our job.
You mentioned Coach Suey, what's it been like actually playing for him? What are the things that he really emphasizes, the things he's really detailed about, just his style as a guy that's played a lot of college football?
Yeah, so Coach Lange, he's excellent. I mean, I love him as a coach, as a man. He's really just been impressive to me all around. Some of the biggest things, he's big on drill work for us. So a lot of the drills we do, you can actually feel it without in your subconscious. You can feel it translate to the field. So I really appreciate that. A lot of the drills we do, it makes you a better player actually on the field, and then we just get after it. He preaches us being high motor guys. So ball is thrown, we turn around and run, just staying on it, staying active. So yeah, a lot of things he teaches that I like.
That's good.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.